This Japan series is made possible with the support of BuyFood.com.
Is this your first time having any shark heart?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you actually did it?
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna eat that.
Our Japanese cross-country food tour has officially begun.
Oh, what the fuck? Hey, baby!
Moving from Tokyo to the city of Sendai.
Sendai is known for Sendai Gyu, which is Sendai Wagyu beef.
Sendai is the largest city in the Tohoku region, a city popular for delicacies that you can't find just anywhere.
Oh, look at that egg yolk.
Today is all about the famous Japanese tradition of eating meat raw.
Honestly, it's not really my thing that I want to be eating, but I'm gonna do it.
I don't know how it's anybody's thing.
Today we're taking raw meats to the extreme,
This isn't a normal food to eat.
concluding with the most dangerous food I have ever eaten, raw chicken.
I am shocked that this food even exists.
So forget the stovetop and microwave. Today we're doing it raw in Japan.
Are you ready? Right now, we are at our first location as our raw food tour kicks off here in Sendai. I have traveled to over 5 different countries, and of every place I've gone to, Japan eats the most raw food.
We do like our raw foods.
Last time I was here, I tried, with you actually.
Yeah, that's right.
Last time in Tokyo, we tried like a big piece of raw beef just with a little bit of sauce, but now we're gonna have the minced variety. Let's go downstairs and check it out.
Welcome to Katora, a restaurant specializing in raw beef dishes, including their own raw beef on rice.
We are in the kitchen with Mr. Daisuke Shoji. Sir, thank you so much for having us today. Oh, sorry, double handshake, ultra respect. How long have people been eating raw beef in Japan?
Historically speaking, in Japan, we haven't been eating raw meat just because it is dangerous.
Great.
Eating raw beef can be highly risky since it may contain bacteria like E. coli or salmonella, and both could prove fatal.
Is it worth the risk?
Yes.
Yes.
That's 100% confident.
That was a big yes.
What is so special about raw beef?
口の中に入れた瞬間、ふわーっと香りが立ちます。
Wow, you don't even need to translate that. I felt that in my
You felt
heart. I love this guy's
Flavor.
passion for beef. Yes. I saw this laying around. Can you tell me about this one?
This is actually just beef sushi.
Sushi doesn't mean raw fish, it means sour rice, and it's the same rice used to make raw beef nigiri, an oblong hand-pressed mound of rice and a thin slice of raw beef, covered with a bit of wasabi and finally brushed with soy sauce.
Please share in this moment with me.
Here's mine. Ooh.
Cheers.
Oh,
Oishi.
that is so good.
Surprisingly has a lot of layers for being so simple. The little bit of wasabi and then just the salt on top with the soy sauce. Mwah. That was a great appetizer. Thank you so much.
Today we came especially for the yuke, a Japanese dish similar to beef tartare, and Katora was the first restaurant in Japan to serve it. To prepare the raw beef safely, the restaurant first blanches a large cut of top round at a high temperature to kill any existing bacteria on the meat's surface. Then they cut away the cooked section, leaving only pristine and bacteria-free raw beef that is perfectly safe to eat. From here, they mince the beef by knife, adding an in-house sauce, sesame oil, and a mixture of vinegar and miso. Plate it, top it with an egg yolk, and garnish with cucumber, green onions, sesame seeds, and a flower.
Here we are. We have this tiny, cute, adorable creation for about $15, right?
Yeah, but before we eat it, did you know that someone has actually died eating this before?
Really?
Actually, 5 people have died eating this.
This seems like folklore.
It actually happened in 2011. It was huge news all over Japan, and because of that, they forced lots of restaurants to stop serving it.
Why are you so happy as you tell this story? No, not one person. 5 of them died. Isn't that great? Let's do less thinking and more chewing.
Oh, look at that egg yolk.
Nice break.
That is so gorgeous.
This is one of the gooeyest foods I've ever tried.
Here we go.
Wow.
Whoa!
That's worth dying for.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. The egg goes so well with this.
It's very creamy, melty, soft. And the texture, you know, it's not just straight minced. It's like half chopped, half minced. There's still a lovely texture in your mouth too. From here, when will we find out if we might die?
Good question.
You know, I'm not sure.
I have
Maybe
no
tomorrow.
idea.
It won't
No
be
idea.
during this video.
Our next stop, Nanbu Izakaya, a Japanese pub run by Miss Uchinda Kaneko since its inception 7 years ago. The afterward crowd can't get enough of her odang, Japanese fish cakes, and our next raw food delicacy, shark heart.
We are here right now with Miss Kanako. Thank you so much for having us. I'm told you have raw shark heart. Is this true?
本当です。Yes, it's true.
She says yes with pride. How many people are eating this shark heart?
About half of all the customers will order these shark heart.
To some in Japan, shark meat has a long list of health benefits, not the least of which includes skyrocketing male libido. But I'm sure it's good for other stuff too.
I love your restaurant. I love the feel in here. I can see that you have a heart, and I can't wait to see you put your heart into making the shark heart.
Shark meat, especially the organs, have an intense ammonia aroma that needs to be flushed out over a couple of hours.
Can I smell it?
The meat itself is cut into thin slices, and the arteries are chopped even more finely.
Boom, the raw shark heart. What I like is that it's not just heart, it's heart and valves. Why don't you grab some?
I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to say that.
That's all right. Just go from the heart. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you actually did it? Oh
my God.
I'm not gonna eat that. I'm just kidding. Here we go.
The texture is very...
It's like a firm sponginess. The flavor is not strong at all. When you mix it with the sesame oil, it's just kind of a rich, smoky, salty flavor. But here we have valve, and that's gotta be easier, right? You were doing great at the beef part. What happened?
I'm not an organ girl.
Must be a lonely life. Let's try it out.
Here we go.
The texture is completely different, chewy.
In Japanese, we say kori kori.
Oh, it's so kori-kori. The only thing I can compare it to is a penis fish.
It's like eating tendons.
I like it, I like the texture, it's a little funky. And all you need on the side is like a couple liters of sake to really bring it home.
Yep, that'll do it.
Our last stop today, Nidaime. Since 2008, they have been serving a specialty that, if prepared incorrectly, can actually kill you. I'm talking about raw chicken.
How many people in Japan have died from eating raw chicken?
I actually haven't heard of anyone dying. At least it hasn't become, wild news.
Or the raw chicken mafia just sweeps it under the rug. They're serving it behind us. Let's go inside and figure out how this works. Mr. Keta Karino, thank you so much for having us today. Hi. Are you terrified? Are you excited? There's literally millions of people watching right now.
ドキドキです。
What is Doki Doki?
It's an onomatopoeia for your heart pumping.
Oh. Okay, here you have a couple special things on the menu. First of all, horse meat.
Horse meat is a popular dish from Kyushu in southern Japan, and it's actually more common than you'd think. Eaten in Mexico, Switzerland, Indonesia, I even tried some in Uzbekistan. But Japan is the only place I've seen serve it raw.
And what separates horse meat from any other animal like beef or beef?
Horse meat is completely different from eating raw beef. You can enjoy this and not be afraid of dying.
That's something I really look for when I eat food. It's like, not dying.
Mr. Keita tried his first basashi when he traveled to Kyushu. It was love at first bite, and he's been serving fresh horse basashi ever since. He cuts the meat into paper-thin slices, served simply with a side of garlic miso paste and scallions.
Let's go for it. I love that.
Ooh, that is really good.
A little more firm. Oh, and then it has an interesting aftertaste. It's a bit horsey. What's the taste of horse? It's hard to explain. I mean, it's heavy, it's robust. You gotta try horse unless you like horses a lot, but then you can still try it anyways and just don't tell the horse who is your friend.
Our final dish, raw chicken. If any food kills me on this show, it will be this one. I mean, I'm actually scared this time. The Japan tour hasn't even started and it could be over already.
I am shocked that this food even exists. I've been all over the world eating crazy stuff, and honestly, nothing scares me more than what we're about to try right now. Have you ever heard of someone getting sick from eating raw chicken?
正直に言うと、よく食べられてる九州南部の方。
Those are the names of all the people who have died?
No, that wasn't all the names. This is a really common dish.
Sir, my life is in your hands, and my bowels also in your hands. Let's do this.
はい、では
Hi.
The raw chicken achieves safe eating status using the same preparation method as the raw beef. The outside chicken breast is briefly blanched, killing any bacteria or salmonella. What remains is the raw, bacteria-free inside. The chicken sashimi is sliced thin and spread on a plate, like an alluring raw chicken flower.
Raw chicken sashimi. I am toki toki.
doki doki.
Doki doki. All right, let's do this. I'm just gonna try it plain.
Wow, adventurous.
I just want to get the full effect. It looks like it was cooked rare. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Wow, that is actually surprisingly very good. I like it. Like, I am very pleasantly surprised. I was ready for like a raw chicken type of texture, but no, it's kind of melt in your mouth.
It did anything but melt in my mouth. It was stubborn. Okay, I'm gonna try it with some sauce.
It's literally like eating sushi.
I can definitely tell I'm eating raw chicken. It doesn't take me to like a different world or anything. I'm so confused. Like, all the flavors are there, but my brain is so conditioned to not eat raw chicken that it's like mistake, mistake, mistake with every bite. Like, hearing his explanation, seeing his preparation, and knowing that he thinks that he probably hasn't killed anybody, that was enough for me to feel pretty secure.
Japan is one of the most strict, regulated countries on Earth, but it's the same rigorous adherence to rules that makes unique foods like raw chicken or raw shark heart possible. If you're traveling to Japan, let me recommend booking an experience through buyfood.com, now offering over 250 experiences throughout the country. You can find food tours, cooking classes, tastings, and more. And for each booking made, buyfood.com contributes funds to